All right. From WikiLeaks to pubic talk to UFOs. Hootaloo, people.
Well, you want to woo-woo?
You want to woo-woo? Well, if you want to woo-woo, you can give a call in to 614-388-9109, and we will take your call. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, we will talk to you live tonight. That's right. Pickles. All right. So, a few episodes ago, I started talking about the secret space program, how it started with the Vril Society and the Third Reich during and before World War II, how the U.S. kind of got involved after taking all the Nazi scientists when the war was concluded. And that spawned a couple of secret space programs on our side. And I'll go ahead and name some of those secret space programs right now. There's rumors that there's not just one secret space program, but multiple. And I'm going to say this, okay? I know. Stop me at any time. Jeff, if you have any questions, stop me at any time. Bryce, if you have any questions, stop me at any time, and I will try to answer these questions as best as I can, because I know we're going to start going into some really weird territory here. And I don't know if I can provide any evidence to back up what I'm saying now. This is what I've been reading, books. I've been going through old so-called testimonies from whistleblowers and that kind of stuff. And I've written notes, and hopefully this will all make sense to people. Okay?
All right.
This is the secret space program, as told by me, Midnight Mike. Okay? Thank you. Okay. So where we left off is right after World War II. And we actually, the United States government, came into contact with some Nazi flying discs. And the Nazis got that technology from the Vril Society, and the Vril Society is the arm of the Third Reich that was more into the occult. They were into the magic and the weird psychic stuff. And the Vril Society, they're channelers; they can channel people. And the Vril Society was channeling and communicating with a race called the Draconians, which was 60 light years away, and they actually got the blueprints for a UFO that way. And so when the Vril Society got it, they went on to the Third Reich. After the Third Reich, we got that stuff, and that got rolled into Area 51. And that's where they started testing these UFOs, the Nazi UFOs, out on the American side. So as soon as that technology rolled over onto the American side, obviously, go ahead.
So did you talk about how the surviving members of the Vril Society have never been seen again?
Not yet. So
okay.
This goes into the different aspects
okay.
of, there's multiple different secret space programs. So at that time in the 50s, the United States were building a secret space program. There were now corporations that were being contracted out to look at this new technology. So we have the U.S. government,
the Air Force. We have corporations. Mm-hmm. You have the former Vril and Nazis who are still alive that had access to this technology, and then whatever maybe aliens that are out there, and then whatever civilizations that came before us. So many different variables here, but the ones that are said to actually be in existence right now, the competing space programs, is one, the Solar Warden, which is a U.S. Navy-run solar system protector. Think about it as they have battleships, they have aircraft carriers. It's called Solar Warden, and these guys are true blue, all-American patriots. They live by the Constitution, and their job is to protect the solar system. Then you have the Vril Society, which is called the Dark Fleet. These are the psychics, the channelers, more of a Nazi philosophy. These guys are aligned with the Draconian Empire, which is 60 light years away. And the Draconians are a very large lizard race, anywhere from 12 to 18 feet tall. They're bad dudes. They're not like bad as in they'll straight up kill you, but they're malicious and they're selfish. And the Vril Society has decided to align themselves with them. And then you have the ICC, which is the Interplanetary Corporate Conglomerate, which is people like Boeing. You have Northrop Grumman. You have like the large corporations that were working on this technology and decided to appropriate it for themselves a little bit and say, hey, you know what? Why does the U.S. military get to have all this fun? We could use it for ourselves. So they're mixed in the game, and they get involved in trading and mining and stuff like that. I'll go into that a little bit later. And then you also have ancient civilizations. So civilizations that were here before us. So think of the Sumerians. Think of like ancient civilizations like that, who you see hieroglyphics of them, in rockets and that kind of stuff. And
those would be the breakaways.
Yeah, the breakaway civilizations that have come and gone. I mean, who really knows how many civilizations have been here on Earth before us? It's tough to tell. But so-called breakaway civilizations are out there too, interacting with us. And some of those breakaway civilizations claim to be, when they come into contact with U.S. Government or other secret space programs, some of them, these breakaway civilizations, claim to be alien in nature or extraterrestrial. So they represent themselves kind of falsely. So that's the breakdown. Those are the major players in the at least the groups of people who are operating within our solar system at this point in time.
And does this include the Greys and the Palladians? And
this is
Plajarans and all the 12 races and all that.
I'll read down all the races that have been cataloged thus far.
Okay.
Now,
don't skip one.
Let's all take a drink.
Yeah, I'm actually going to have a drink right now. Because it's going to start getting even more and more crazy. I'm going to play a little elevator music here. I'm going to check the live stream to make sure everything is going all right.
All right, sounds good.
Because it's going to start getting even more and more crazy. I'm going to play a little elevator.
Yeah, that's right. We're supposed to take a drink
here. Yeah, we got to take a drink. Check the live stream to make sure everything is going all right. Let's take a drink.
All right, sounds good.
Because it's going to start getting even more and more crazy.
Yep, it is getting crazier, especially now I'm taking my third drink.
Yeah, it's getting a little crazy. Let's take a drink.
All right.
Yep. I'm going to play a siren so everyone can hear it.
Yep, it is getting crazier, especially now I'm taking my third drink.
Yep.
Now I'm taking my fourth drink.
Let's take a drink. All right. Yep. I'm going to play a siren so everyone can hear it. Yep.
There it is. Yep, now I'm taking my fourth drink.
Yep. I'm going to play a siren so everyone can hear it.
Here's my fifth.
Yep.
There it is.
All right, I just poured myself a drink. I think I should be good. I think we're actually 10 loops deep right now.
We're at least 5. So I've taken
myself a drink.
Keep announcing
I think I should be good. I think we're actually 10 loops deep right now.
We're at least 5. So I've taken
myself a drink. I think I should. This is getting really annoying to people. I know. Someone's saying I'm hearing shit. Yeah, you are hearing shit. 10 loops deep right now.
We're at least 5. So I've taken myself a drink.
Just one more minute. We're almost through this, people. This is getting really annoying to people. I know. I'm hearing shit. Yeah, you are hearing shit. Okay. There we go. We can.
Save me, Daddy. That's right.
All right, back into
That was
it.
halftime.
That was halftime for the UFO experience. I'm actually drinking Crown Royal Northern Rye Harvest whiskey. Straight. I'm drinking it straight. Just on the rocks.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, big time. I'm a real man. I'm a man.
Drinking that too, but I have some RC Cola, Crown Royal and Royal Crown Cola.
Nice. Royal Crown Cola. Bryce, what are you drinking?
I'm drinking Busch Tall Boys.
Nice.
I'm a man.
Were they like an extra 2 cents off from the Pabst?
No, I don't like Pabst Blue Ribbon.
I can give you some of this. You want to take a little?
Sick.
Want to take a little swig?
Yeah, sure. I'd be down.
Here.
Bush, that's like a bass fishing beer.
It is. You drink those all day.
Yeah, they're pretty much water.
Okay. Let's get back into this. I'm going to start naming names of all the different alien races.
That is a delicious whiskey product.
Yeah, isn't that a nice whiskey? Yeah.
That's good.
Very smooth.
Yeah, it's good.
Let's do 4 quick shots of that.
Yeah, well, it goes down pretty smooth. It's a very good whiskey. I think it goes for like $35. And
I got mine was like $26.99.
Oh, good for you.
I didn't realize it was that much more marked up in Ohio.
Yeah.
Did you shop
I'm
at
a man.
You go to the Giant Eagle liquor store?
Giant Eagle.
Right down the street. He's paying for convenience, Jeff.
I always pay for convenience.
But you know what? At the other liquor store we have in town, you got to pay like $1 to use your card anyways. So
Of course.
It's always a scam somewhere. The aliens won't do this to us.
No.
The interplanetary corporate conglomerate won't do this to us.
once we have 0 point energy, we can brew all the liquor we want at home. The aliens won't care.
So here's a list of aliens, the type of aliens that are in our solar system and could be part of one faction or another. So we have the short grays. Their main activities: abducting civilians, genetic experimentation, mind programming, monitoring humans through implants, cloning, creation of human gray hybrids, that kind of stuff. All the kind of stuff we see in the movies, the short grays are doing that. And then we have the tall grays or tall whites. These guys do genetic experimentation. They have created hybrid human and grays. These are also the aliens who have diplomatic agreements with the shadow government in our secret government. They have
part of the Gradia Treaty.
Yeah, and they actually made an agreement to be part of the galactic slave trade, which we'll get into a little later. These guys are galactic slave traders, the tall whites.
Oh, they're the Dutch of space.
Yes, the Dutch of space. How glorious, how luxurious. Then we have something that's called the praying mantis. These are
insectoids.
The insectoids, yeah. These are overseer of genetic experimentations. They help control humans resisting the grays. They also get involved with diplomatic agreements, and they are also part of the galactic slave trade. Then you have the indigenous reptilians. They have agreements with national security agencies involving human rights abuses, manipulating human elites, influencing religious belief systems, and they're also involved in the galactic slave trade.
They've also been here for forever. They are the leftovers from the Anunnaki draconians that were left on the planet Earth, and they live in the underworld. And the only reason that we have to interact with them is because we have a bunch of bases underground.
So the notes I have here for the indigenous reptiles is that they're intraterrestrial, meaning that they're from Earth. I mean, they're like you said, they're part of the leftovers, but I'm not sure if they're part of if they live on the interior, because there is another race called the draconian reptiles, which is much like the indigenous reptiles, but the draconians, they control human elites, and they have various spies and controlling aspects to institutions and secret societies, the financial systems, and various aspects of the military. They also they do something with by influencing and manipulate. They also influence and manipulate the Greys and the Earth reptilians, the indigenous reptilians as well. So they have power over our indigenous reptilians. Then you have these the Sirians or Syrians. It's almost pronounced Syrians, so it might be that Sirians.
Somewhere near Sirius.
Sirius B.
Sirius B.
Yeah. So these guys participate in technology exchange program that promotes military cooperation to potential extraterrestrial threats. So these guys are like, hey, let's exchange some technology. You scratch my back,
I'll jerk you off. That's what they're into.
That's what the deal was.
They've given us
mouth.
They've given us more fleshlight technology than any other space race.
Exactly. That fleshlight technology doesn't happen overnight, people.
What if we did do that? What if aliens gave us technology and we just turned it into sex toys?
Be a great industry, man.
Look at that.
Well, why wouldn't
your
we?
race?
If we could do like the holo room from Star Trek, wouldn't you want to do that?
The holodeck?
The holodeck,
Hell
yeah. Yeah, fuck yeah, dude.
I don't think we're that far away from that, though. I mean, we're getting closer and closer.
You're going to want that friction.
Yeah, the friction, the force
Well,
fields.
that's the only thing that
problem.
matters.
Yeah, you're going to want that friction.
Make sure the safeties are on.
Yeah, I guess so.
You got toys?
Yeah.
Chris Hansen negotiated with the aliens.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then we have the Anunnaki. These are the they're mentioned in the Bible, and they're cataloged with
They're mentioned in the Bible. I thought they were mentioned in the Sumerian text.
Sumerian. Sumerian text, and they also are mentioned in the same breath as Nibiru.
Yes.
Nemesis.
Yeah, but these are all. What is the guy's name that translated these?
Zachariah Sitchin.
And his translations have been found to be incorrect.
Yeah, I don't know if all of them have been incorrect, but there are definitely
they
have been
majority of them.
Yeah, so
this part of the lore is kind of evolving at the moment.
And so the Anunnaki, they control long-term human evolution through elite groups, systems, and institutions, and manipulating human consciousness. They compete with the Draconians for control of Earth. Okay, well, great. We're a battleground for all these other assholes. And then there's the Aldebarians. They work with the Vril Society and other secret societies promoting eugenics, racial purity, and advanced technologies. Yay! We have Nazis from space. Yay! Fantastic. And then there are just so many other groups. That's just one. I can go through them all if you want.
That's like one section of them. Right?
That's one section right there.
You did like maybe 10, right? 8.
There are there's 8 right there, and there are probably about 10 more.
Is this all from the Secret Space Program?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. I took very detailed notes here.
Okay.
Jeff, can you buckle in? Can you hang on with this? I don't know if Jeff's there.
Joe is definitely jettisoned himself if he was here.
Joe's not there. Jeff may have left too, but
he had to go smoke.
Probably.
All right. Well, I'm here.
Yes.
I'm having chest pain.
I'm picking up what you're laying down.
Okay.
Let's keep moving.
Sure.
Oh, yes.
Oh, he's back.
Oh, he's back.
We were just asking if you could.
I had to make a drink real quick. I go away for 45 seconds, and somehow every time, fucking radar goes off.
Every time that he walks away, I was like, Jeff, where are you? Where are you?
I was gone for less than a minute.
Did you guys share a bedroom?
I'm like, wow, he's reading off a list of aliens. I'll have plenty of time.
What is all this stuff?
Yeah, as soon as you left, I felt it. I felt a disturbance in the forest. No, I don't think, Jeff, did we ever share a room growing up?
No.
I don't think so.
Not that I know of, no.
My older brother and I shared a room. But Jeff and I never did. All right. So I'm going to read down some of the rest of these alien groups. We're here, we're queer, and we're getting loose. Here we are.
So did I just walk away, and I put it in mute and walked away, and you asked if I was there, and then you just complained about it while I was gone, and now you're back?
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's exactly what happened. We also have another group called, these are ET groups at this point. Not specifically just ETs, but ET groups. I guess they might be filled with other people. So these are the intraterrestrials. The intraterrestrials are human Earth. They're helping surface humanity learn of its ancient Earth history, restoring human longevity, developing psychic abilities, ending militarism, and protecting the environment. Then we have the Solarians, assisting in the evolution of human consciousness, discouraging the use of destructive military technology, advising political leaders, helping introduce new technologies and greater respect for all forms of sentient life. So the Solarians sound pretty goddamn cool to me. They sound like the most reasonable people thus far.
They're pretty new age.
Yeah.
They sound like pretty new age.
Solarians, they're associated with Venus, Mars, and Saturn. So
are the Venusians in this?
I haven't seen them just yet. For anybody who doesn't know, we do have a story about the Venusians, or Venetians, as I like to call them.
We read that once about the guy. That was the Brown Mountain. They took him up and they watched him bang one of their women.
Yeah, the Brown Mountain UFO. Please go back and take a listen to that if you want to listen about what happens when a guy gets abducted by people from Venus. Turns out they literally, I think they wanted to have sex with him, right? That's what I got out of it. They wanted to bang him. They wanted to fuck his face.
He did have a powerful mustache.
Yeah.
And he was a furniture salesman or builder.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he's a furniture salesman.
Maybe they just needed chairs.
Yeah.
Intergalactic chair advisor.
So in the chat, he says, very interesting, but I guess he said, do you really believe all these things exist? I don't know yet. I'm just going down what I've read about the secret space program. These are the aliens we're talking about. We haven't even gotten to what they're doing yet.
Yeah, so let's keep forging on.
We're going to forge on. If you have any questions, call in 614-388-9109. We have the Alpha Centaurians in studio with us, and they are promoting world peace, social justice, human rights, freedom, and responsible use of advanced technology. Then there's the Larians, which are disseminating the unique history of the Nordic human race in the galaxy and assisting in understanding human motivations and potentials. Then something called the Vegans, which is...
Really? Are you sure it's called vegans?
Vegans?
The vegans
Could be
Vega.
vegans.
Oh, vegans.
They're the vegans from Vega.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Vegans, not
The vegans.
They just...
They're coming.
Suck.
They refuse to eat meat. And they make you feel bad when you do it.
I think plants have feelings.
Yes.
They actually all starved to death on the way to Earth. That's why we call them the vegans.
These guys are disseminating the unique history of the dark blue-skinned human race in the galaxy and assisting in understanding the human motivations and potentials, much like the Larians. And then you have the Pleiadians, helping humanity find freedom from oppressive structures through raising consciousness and granting colonial refugees. So I don't know. I knew about the Palladians, but I don't know they actually help give refugee status to certain humans. That'd be awesome. Take me away, Palladians. Get me out of here. God damn it. I don't know. How do you claim refugee status with the Palladians?
I don't know. It's probably,
I don't know. Are they
probably
like
a lot
the
of
EU
paperwork.
of the galaxy? No, we're just going to burn our Earth passport and tell them we're Syrian.
Yeah, can I just migrate?
Syrian or from Sirius B, sir?
Oh, we're Syriacans.
Syrian, we're Syrii. Yeah, I want to migrate to the Palladian. It doesn't say they're from, Pleiades. Yes. They're from the Pleiades Mountains, not very far away. Okay, so there's even more, but I'm not going to go into it.
So what are these guys doing? This is like a lot of groups.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the part of the whole thing that I have a lot of trouble swallowing.
Oh, yes.
I think that...
You take it all.
Yeah.
Suck it. Can you have that?
I think that there's less. There's like maybe 4 groups. I don't think there's like 12.
All right, go.
All right. Well,
Name them.
all these people, groups, they're part of alliances. The Secret Space Program Alliance is, like I said before, we have the Special Access Alliance, which is basically the corporations who are building out technologies that we found through the Nazis and the Vril Society. Then we have the Solar Warden. Just to recap, that is the U.S. Navy. Then we have the Dark Fleet, which is the Vril. And then you have the ancient civilizations and all these other extraterrestrial influences in the solar system. So, and then we have these alliances. So there is a big alliance called the Sphere Being Alliance.
Oh.
And
Now,
Yeah, this is the Blue Avians.
these are some big dudes. Go ahead, Jeff.
Now, in this whole theory, do we in the Secret Space Program have the ability to travel within stars in the galaxy?
Yes.
Yeah, we already have the technology.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure, because if we didn't, it'd be like us as modern humans, like going and like, you know, making alliances with chimpanzees. So, okay, so if we have that ability, we're another spacefaring race. So it makes sense now.
Basically, the premise is, and when the Roswell crash happened, a treaty happened with Eisenhower. The Nazis also ghosted the White House and said, hey, we're the Vril Society. We got this technology, motherfuckers. Don't fuck with us. The Greys came to Eisenhower and said, we'll give you technology to be like this, but you got to give us people. And he said, okay. And then we have the technology. The Navy took it over, and they have these space vessels and have, what was it?
I remember
the Solar Warden.
Solar Warden, yes.
So basically, the Navy, since it's independent technically, in a way, from the U.S. government, is like, we are going to be the solar
the protectors of the solar system.
They're the protectors, and they don't engage in slave trade.
Okay,
that's right.
So they're like the Federation.
Yes.
Kind of, yes. And then we have an alliance called the Sphere Being Alliance. And the Sphere Beings are a highly advanced civilization. We're talking like a Type 3 civilization, where they can fully utilize galactic energy. And these guys are fairly peaceful, and they don't put up with bullshit. They are currently working with the Special Projects Alliance, some of the corporations who have developed and are outside of Solar Warden control. And they're working together to end control of the trickster gods that have taken over humanity. They said this, trickster gods. And this refers back to the Babylonian money magic system, which is the new money mechanics that we all know, fractional reserve banking, how everyone is forever and always in debt, no matter what.
Yes.
You can't get out of it. That's a form of enslavement. As soon as you are put into debt, it's enslavement because you're working forever to get out of debt. There's no way. So the Sphere Being Alliance, they're claiming to help us get out of this. But whatever they're doing, it's taking a goddamn long time. And all these alliances that are claiming to help humanity, well, where are you at right now? What's going on? Where are you with Donald Trump? Where are you with Hillary Clinton? What's going on?
They've got whistleblowers out there. Corey Good is touring the different UFO societies.
And the Sphere Being Alliance has given us, they provided us with defensive technology. They're not going to give us any offensive stuff. And they've also created an outer barrier to quarantine our solar system to keep some of the baddies out, like the Draconians. So this also prevents us from traveling outside of the solar system. So for whatever reason, the Sphere Being Alliance feels as though they have the complete authority to just shut off our solar system, and they're the ones that are basically creating the checkpoints, who's allowed to come in and who's not. Those bastards. And then you have the Draconian Federation Alliance. These guys, the Draconians, are 14 foot tall. They have psychic abilities. They appear dragon-like. And these guys are sinister. These are the baddies and get involved with galactic slave trade.
Okay.
Then you have aspects like the moon and Mars.
Okay.
And, as soon as the Apollo missions went to the moon, there's rumors that, hey, they saw some activity on the moon. And there was rumors that they saw a line of spacecraft on a crater. And there's always been questions, why haven't we been back to the moon? One rumor is that we were told never to come back. And we haven't been back there since the 70s. And so, according to the book that I read, the moon is a neutral zone at this point. It is a diplomatic zone. Conflicts are not allowed there. So when they saw us land down there, they're like, we don't have an agreement with these people. They're landing in basically an embassy area. We don't know who these fuckers are, so they set up UFOs to watch us to make sure we weren't up to anything weird, and they let us go. But we were told not to come back until you have an agreement with us. But we have our secret space program. We have the public space program, which is NASA. So who knows? There's so many different players here. Who knows who's in charge of what? I'm sorry, what were you saying, Bryce?
Were the Vril people already there? Do they already have...
It's rumored that the Nazis and the Vrils have bases on the moon.
Yeah. Okay.
Absolutely. Please. That's a given, Bryce.
Duh.
Why do you think they had the fake parts of the moon landing? Because as soon as we got there, we met a bunch of fucking Nazis.
Mm-hmm. There's a movie that came out a few years ago called Iron Sky.
Yeah,
I saw that. Yeah,
the sequel is out, I believe.
About the Nazis who live within the moon and they decide to attack again once the time is right. Actually, pretty cool.
Or no, they catch.
Don't they? They decide to attack Earth again, don't they?
They're not attacking. At first. They're going back because they assume that the Third Reich has been successful.
Oh, okay.
But they're confused about why they sent a black astronaut to the moon.
Oh, okay.
And they bleach his skin.
That's funny.
And then he's upset.
Yeah.
But they're like super peaceful Nazis. Like they don't even understand.
Peaceful Nazis.
Because the only part of
there's no one left to conquer in genocide.
Well, I guess you're right. Yeah.
Well, and also the only part of the movie, the only thing they know about Hitler is they have the movie of Charlie Chaplin dancing with the globe. And so that's the only part of that movie they have, The Great Dictator or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
So they just assume that like that was a depiction of Hitler and how much he loved the world.
Jesus Christ. I got to go back and watch it. It sounds pretty fine.
It's pretty good.
So this is everything I've just been describing thus far with the Secret Space Program, and trust me, I've left out a lot. It's all leading up to...
These are just the footnotes.
Yeah, it's all leading up to the galactic human slave trade. And
let's talk about it.
This goes into the Mars Defense Force, which there are reports that there are bases on Mars and that Mars does have activity on it. There's been reports that we've lost a lot of satellites trying to go to Mars, and there's speculation that they've been shot down. That Mars does not want to be observed as much as it has been. Russian satellites have been shot down. Ours have gone off course and never made it there. And there's been, I think, whistleblowers. I think one called Captain K that came back and said, "Yeah, I was part of the Martian Defense Force." There's people who've claimed to have gone to Mars with President Obama.
Wait, President Obama?
Yes, you can type into Google President Obama Mars mission.
I think I've heard about this.
And years ago, this involves time travel and age regression.
Oh yeah. You're talking about the time travelers thing.
Yes. So
wait, this book covers all of this?
Covers a lot of shit.
This is a fucking dense book.
It's pretty big, boy. Yeah, it's like 8 inches. So
you know that?
The primary mission of the Mars Defense Force is to defend the 5 civilian colonies owned by the Mars Colony Corporation, which is a conglomerate of all the corporations on Earth who are working on special access project, like
Boeing,
yeah, all
Elon Musk,
yeah, all that Rand Corporation. They all have like a general interest in the Mars Colony Corporation.
Rand Corporation is in on the Mars thing because aren't they like heavily involved in the underground base thing?
The Rand Corporation has been having his hand in a lot of U.S. government intelligence and weird secret stuff for a long time. So they very well could be involved with anything. I wouldn't surprise me one bit.
I mean, I guess they have to take the nuclear-powered underground tunneling machine to Mars so they can set up the bases underneath the surface so we can't see them.
Yes.
So they would definitely need Rand Corporation for that.
Absolutely. They probably need Arnold Schwarzenegger for that as well, too, because none's happening without him. So what is the primary mission of these colonies? Well, it's mining. They're mining on Mars, kind of like what they did in Total Recall. They had mines, natural resources up there, so they're mining the fuck out of Mars, man.
And that's kind of what they were doing to Earth originally.
Isn't it the plot of Total Recall?
Yes.
Mining?
Yes.
And Red Faction, the video game.
According to a lot of the theories centered around the Anunnaki is that they were here to mine gold from the planet.
I've heard that a lot in Ancient Alien stuff because gold is one of the best conductors of electricity.
Yeah, so maybe this planet was so covered in gold that they created a hybrid race with the chimpanzees that were running around that were smart enough to mine for them, and then they left us here.
That's right. That's one of the, if you read Zachariah Sitchin in his like
in the Ancient Alien Theorist, that's one of the thoughts about it.
What's his name? Eric von Daniken's really big on something like those kind of theories.
Yeah.
Pussy.
Yes. And so there are mining operations on Mars. And it turns out most of these corporations are run with a Nazi influence.
Okay.
And that almost seems logical. Like that aspect of it, like we've adopted, the U.S. government adopted a lot of the Nazi scientists and even intelligence officers to help construct the space program and even our intelligence agencies. Like, how'd you guys did it so well, please help us set up our own. And you can almost see that Nazi philosophy. Stop thinking about Nazi as like complete genocide and think about it as the National Socialist movement that it is, where
it's efficient.
Yeah, it's efficiency. It is
pride, nationalism.
Yeah, it's a get things done at any and all costs. Put it in a national security state, spy on everybody. It's Stasi kind of shit. And so so I can see that being. Get the Nazis involved right away, and that mentality permeates throughout all the corporations. Sure.
Another big part of that was a return to naturalism and being healthy and athletic, which would definitely help if you need a bunch of people to mine all the time.
So the idea is, if you're to work here, so who works for these corporations? Who works in the mines? You're picked out. And you will experience a couple things. You'll be taken away, and you will work for anywhere from 4 to 6 years, whatever your contract is. And when you're done, you will go through age regression in conjunction with time travel to put you back exactly where you started. And you look no different than when you left. Bizarre theory, I know.
And also your memory is erased.
Your memory is erased, yeah. But sometimes they come flooding back, like with Captain K, Commander X, all these whistleblowers here. The first Mars Colony Corporation was set up in 1974, and these Martian colonies do utilize slave labor.
Kind of sounds like the East India Company. We have a Mars Colony
Not that far off.
Corporation. Yeah.
Not that far off. So when it comes to the galactic human slave trade, this is a big issue. Is this like a Civil War issue, North versus South? It could be. This is a big one. There are special operator groups who have specific shopping lists and will go through a great deal of trouble and personal risk to obtain certain types of individuals that are on the list. The secret government knows what is going on and are trying to profit from it. The Tall Whites are one of them, and they're working closely with the United States Air Force. But there's other various alien races who are engaged in this galactic slave trade who are taking humans and using them. Now, why are they taking humans? What makes them such good workers? Well, like what Bryce was saying, there are rumors like that we were bred to be pretty goddamn good slaves. Pretty hardy. Good with technical stuff, can learn very quickly, can adapt to situations, and I guess if you're going to work with machines, get a human slave. And that's the philosophy here. And this would kind of lead back, like, are people in slave world, wouldn't people know if they go missing? Well, look at the missing 401 stuff. Plenty of people go missing and are never found again.
Or I was thinking about even the other book he's doing now. That's the people found in urban environments in small puddles of water who are dead.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe those people are being returned from their contract. And
you want to go if we're gonna go all in with this stuff, then
yeah. I'm saying if you want to fully believe this, like maybe there's some accidents when they drop people off. Oops, we dropped them in a shallow body of water.
Really
full of
bad
GHB.
at dropping off cattles.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, cattle.
They're really bad at cattle, yeah.
And that
always turn them inside out.
That 411 voicemail that we heard.
Yes.
Was a person being abducted, and then he was returned 6 days later in a lake dead. His contract was up. And, there's like a good portion of people that go missing every year. Probably close to 900,000 people go missing. But those are mostly resolved within...
In the globe, globally?
Yeah. But those are mostly resolved... actually, that might be in the U.S., but those are mostly resolved in 24 to 48 hours where people are mistaken that they've gone missing. or completely found. Everything's fine. From the numbers that I've seen from the FBI, every year 2,000 people have gone missing where their body has not been found and their body has not been recovered and they have no idea where they've gone. Mm-hmm. Worldwide, it could be even greater.
Oh yeah, but I understand that for the U.S. if that includes people who are found within 24 to 48 hours.
Yeah.
Case of mistaken identity.
Yes, exactly.
Missing, but
right now it's about 2,000 people that, from all the numbers, I couldn't even find great FBI statistics on people who could not be found. So it's completely plausible. If you're going to go down this galactic slave trade route and all this crazy space program, the crazy secret space program, why not enslave humans at that point?
Sorry, side note. Politis just put out a new book about missing 411 for hunters, and I have it ordered. It's on the way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
so look forward to that in the future.
Should be pretty good. But I mean, the reason why I started on this down this route before the Podesta leaks, but now that the newest Podesta WikiLeaks came out, where he's talking about UFOs. Tom DeLonge from Blink-182 is talking about UFOs. Edgar Mitchell, former astronaut, talking about UFOs. It's more relevant than ever. And if they do have this 0-point energy that can change the world and help protect the environment and get us off this Babylonian money magic system, clown baby, let's do it. It is time. And it is time to go into the Star Trek future, which is actually mentioned in this book. One of the reasons why the Sphere Being Alliance wants to help us is that they believe that humans can transition into that Star Trek-like federation and do good. Once we get past this resource constriction that we have.
Yes, you're talking about like a post
scarcity
society.
Yeah. Yes.
Well, in order to do that, we need to break our dependency on oil.
Wait, who should I kick from the chat? Someone say kick him from the chat. Who should I kick from the chat?
I think it's a joke.
Oh, I'll kick everybody from the chat. You're all gone.
Toodle said, "Wouldn't the spacefaring race just build robots or androids instead of using slaves? They need to feed them, or they don't need sleep."
I guess that's a good.
Well, they have grays.
Yeah,
those
so
are
you
not
should get
very
Mr.
good
Logic.
slaves.
Get rid of Mr. Logical out of the chat.
Well, no, but there are rumors that the small grays are actually robots,
biological androids. That's correct.
I've heard that theory. Yes, a few times, quite a few times.
So they're obviously not very good at mining.
Well, look at them. They're weak and stupid.
I know.
You can break them in two. They wouldn't last 10 seconds in bed with Trump.
Oh, to answer JB, that's not actually Toodles is not Turtle that you're thinking of. Toodles is a guy we played Zomboid with. He's not the famous Nebraskan / Nevadan Turtle.
Yeah, it's a different dude. Turtle's a good guy, but it's a different dude. Yeah, warning.
Off track.
Yeah. Ha! You all right? Are you gonna grab some ice? If you grab some ice, could you grab me some ice? Yes. Thank you. Bryce is going to get some ice.
Oh, Bryce, where is he? Where'd
Bryce go? Where'd Bryce go?
He's left. What's he doing?
Oh my god. So that's what I have for the secret space program. I know there's a lot to take in. I'm not saying that it's real. I'm not saying that any of it's real. But if parts, like if 10% is real, meaning that...
I want this to be real.
I want it to be real too. But it's like 10%. Like we did get some flying saucer technology from the Nazis. Great. Yeah. It's great. Or maybe we do have some kind of treaty with some aliens out there, but it was this treaty signed, hey, don't go outside the solar system and you'll be fine. Don't start launching nukes into space and we'll be good. All that kind of stuff. With any of this information that comes out about UFOs, you absolutely have to take it with a grain of salt, because in the documentary called Mirage Men, which I brought up many times, is that the CIA is very interested in the UFOs. The CIA has, and I think continues to do so, infiltrate these UFO groups and mislead them. Give them different disinformation. Lead them down the wrong path. Give them a bunch of bullshit. And this book could be entirely filled with it. But I found it to be so compelling and so detailed that I had to take notes and I had to talk about it. It's so bizarre because it goes into the alliances. It goes into specific alien races. It's stupid. It goes into human slave trade. And then you have the Sphere Being Alliance, which is a stupid fucking name. Sphere Being?
Yeah, why can't they be like, I don't know.
Night Dragon Alliance.
The Night Dragon. Night Rippers.
Yeah, Night Dragon Alliance. Come on.
The Prune Squad.
The Prune Alliance of Vengeance.
The Galactic Prune Federation.
Yes.
Fighting constipation across the galaxy.
Yeah, here we go. Started up the Prune Alliance coming at you. Bunch of bullshit.
Could be, maybe. We can Bryce is sure taking sweet time, getting nice.
Yeah, we're gonna do some headlines. I have a few headlines, and
so I was gonna suggest. Yes,
we'll do a few headlines and get the hay out of here.
We're already over an hour, so yeah, we'll do an hour and 20, an hour and 30 or something like that.
Yeah,
I am all in.
Yeah, well, we are still live. 614-388-9109, and if you want to give a call in and say hi, you are more than welcome to. We won't be mean to you.
Yeah, did anyone call on our last live show? I don't think so.
No,
I don't think so either.
People ask for live feed stop. Did it stop? Let's check.
I don't think so.
Did the live feed stop? Let me check.
No, I don't think so either.
No, I don't think.
I don't think it stopped. There it is. I hear myself.
Let's check.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so either, Jeff.
No.
Let me check. No, thank you.
Yeah. Oh, I think you're checking right now. I think so either.
Yeah, I'm checking right now.
Toodles doesn't slide. I don't think so.
Yeah, it's...
Better keep checking.
Yep, it's still going. We're going to do some headlines here, Bryce, and then we're going to...
done with the
what is it?
Secret
Space Program? Yeah.
No, I thought it was the
Sphere Being Alliance?
Yes. But
and
also...
Mars Colony?
But also the Sumerian money magic
Babylonian money magic system?
Yeah. Money magic slave
Stop pumping.
That's where my notes ran out.
Okay.
Well, I'm sure we can have a part 3.